The 5 worst iftar foods for your ibadah. If you want to have the energy and stamina to worship Allah at the highest of your capacity all night long during Ramadan, then you can't be eating foods that ruin your digestion and energy levels. So here are my top 5 foods to avoid. Number 1, any heavy fatty meats like lamb and fatty beef. I know it's delicious and traditional, but it's going to ruin your digestion and put you in a food coma. Don't let the bad food habits of the past ruin the Ramadans of your future. Make a change today and stick with the leaner cuts of meat that are actually beneficial for your digestion and energy levels. Number 2 is oily rice. A moderate quantity of basmati rice without oil is totally fine at iftar and will even give you energy, inshallah. But the second we start adding oil to the rice, especially in the quantities that we tend to in these traditional recipes that we tend to eat during Ramadan, it's really going to wreck your digestion with all of these excess fats. And then those excess calories are going to put you in a food coma and cause you to gain a bunch of body fat during Ramadan. Like I said in point number 1, keep it leaner to avoid digestion issues and to avoid the food coma that comes from excess calories, as well as to avoid the fat gain that comes from excess calories. In fact, if you do it right, you can ignite your body's ability to burn fat for energy throughout the day and even during the night by being in a calorie deficit, such that you actually have more energy and you get fit as a side effect. So your intention is to do it for the sake of Allah and to have more energy for ibadah, but as a side effect, you get in shape too, subhanAllah. Number 3 is bread, heavy milk products, and anything else that gives you personally digestion issues. Now, I know that not everybody gets digestion issues from these things. Some people can drink fatty milk, bread, whatever they want, no digestion issues whatsoever. Or maybe in moderate quantities you're fine, and it's only when you exceed the quantities that you get issues, so be smart about the quantities then. But if you're somebody like me where you're very sensitive to certain foods and even a little bit of bread is going to make me bloated, I have to stick with either sourdough or sprouted bread, and I have to keep the quantities moderate. And as long as I stick with either of those 2 types of bread and I keep the quantities low, I'm fine digestion-wise and it's delicious. But pita bread, white bread, and especially oily rotis are going to absolutely wreck my digestion. And you don't want to lose your position in the front row at Tarawih just because you have a ton of gas. You need to pass gas all the time, okay? And even if you manage to hold it in, you keep your position in the front row for 2 hours, you're going to be super uncomfortable and struggle to focus because you're holding in all that gas. It's probably not good for your system to hold all that in either. Number 4 is anything deep fried. I know it's delicious in Ramadan, but the excess oils combined with all those carbs is going to put you in a food coma and absolutely kill your energy levels. Keep it lean and use my air fryer recipes for your favorite foods instead, so you can still enjoy the tastes and textures that you love without eating all those excess calories and excess oils that are going to make you gain body fat and have no energy. In fact, with these low fat, high protein recipes, it's actually going to boost your energy levels to help you do more ibadah and lose fat at the same time. And number 5 is excess quantities of carbs. Even if we do them without oil, if we consume too many carbs at once, then it's going to cause the same issue where you get a blood sugar spike followed by a blood sugar crash. So I know after a long fast, it can be very tempting to eat this mountain of delicious, fluffy basmati rice. I know, I'm a foodie too. I love food, but we have to practice discipline. And again, even if there's no oil in it, if we go too high in the rice or even too high with too much fruit, now obviously fruit's a little bit harder to overdo it with because fruit is so filling, but let's say you ate like 2,000 calories of fruit, you would definitely get a blood sugar crash. And of course, when we get that blood sugar spike and crash, it makes you feel like going to sleep instead of going in the masjid. And that's problematic if you're trying to do ibadah in Ramadan and just have energy in general. So again, the solution to all this is just practice moderate quantities, eat healthy foods, use the appetite control strategy I talked about in a couple other videos over the last couple weeks. And if you want my full Ramadan strategy cheat sheet, as well as my healthy Ramadan recipe ebook and my 7-part video module Ramadan nutrition and exercise course, comment Ramadan below and I'll send it all to you for free, inshallah.